Okay, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana, and welcome to our event. We do a few of these a week. We just jump on and because we just love sharing what it is we do and what an amazing product, program and opportunity. And we're really excited tonight because we've got a wonderful woman by the name of Nicole launching her business tonight. So we're super excited to hear from her. And we've got some amazing shares on both products, so some results. Obviously, results are very different from person to person in what we do. But it's always exciting to hear results. And then we're going to also hear from a couple about what the business has given to them also, and what exciting things they're looking forward to in the future. So for myself, I came across this amazing opportunity 19 months ago. I was literally trading time for money. I was working full-time. I was working in my government job. I had actually switched over from one agency to another just after maternity leave with my second baby. So I was going into a new role, new staff, new customers, new job, more commuting, very stressful role, and I was taking a lot of work home with me. I had been looking at Juice Plus for my husband. He literally only eats meat and potatoes, so I was really concerned about inflammation for him in the future. So when this opportunity came up and I realised it was Juice Plus, because I wasn't actually looking for an opportunity, so it was just absolutely good timing because I was just in that time frame where mentally and physically I was worn out. I needed something to happen, but I just didn't know what. And so this opportunity came up like it was knocking on my door, not me knocking on its door, that's for sure. I met this amazing woman that I'd never met before, and she built a relationship up with me and said, had I heard of Juice Plus or the Juicy Body Transformation? I hadn't heard of the program, but I was pretty excited that it was Juice Plus because I had been researching that, like I said, for my hubby, amongst other products also. But it just made sense to me. It was just fruits, vegetables and berries. And that was something that my husband was getting none of. I wasn't actually initially looking at it for myself because I do eat a lot of it, between drinking and eating, I should say. I do a lot of juicing. But I thought when I did the business, I may as well have a go at it myself as well, get that extra variety in. So I got my family onto it and said yes to the business. Why not get it a bit cheaper? But it blew my mind, just sharing my results, what I was excited for. And just this product that I hadn't heard of before. And I got to share it with some amazing people really early, and also the opportunity. So within 4 months, I was able to go part-time. Within 10 months, I was able to leave that full-time job. So I'm now stay at home with my children, something that I never thought possible. It was never on my vision board to do so. I thought I'd just follow in my parents' footsteps and be that, parent or, dual parent. We both work, and face the fact that I was going to miss a lot of those moments with my children and have to make up for that with my grandchildren. So it's been amazing, so rewarding. Yes, a new role to learn for sure. It's had its ups and downs, but, to be able to do all the kinder runs and swimming lessons, be home with my children when they're sick, which is very rarely now, but not have to worry about calling into my boss or feeling bad for not being somewhere or changing plans at the last minute. I can do all of that. This is such a flexible opportunity that I got to choose when and where I worked and with who, to be honest. So, fast forward 19 months down, I'm still pinching myself that this is what I do for work. I'm literally getting a full-time wage on part-time hours, and I get to work with amazing people each and every day and help as many people as I truly want to with an amazing program and product. So I'm going to jump straight into our program. We are super fortunate that we come under an awesome team. There are different Juice Plus teams around the world, and we can share this in over 29 countries. But we come under an amazing team in that we have the Juicy Body Transformation. So it's an awesome program. It's based all around whole foods. It's not about calorie counting. It's deprivation free. It's actually created by a wonderful woman her name is Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist, a mother of two, and she was actually runner-up on MasterChef 2014. So she's amazing in that she loves food. She's an absolute foodie. So she's trying to educate people more than anything else about getting that rainbow effect onto their plate. We've got over 400 odd recipes in the program and another 800 odd in our private group. It's all about, a lot of people want to change their diet and want to eat batter or properly. They just don't know how to cook it and prepare it. So all these recipes are designed for parents and families on the go, or the working couple that just need assistance in getting that happening, or pre-preparing meals for the week, and having alternatives to what they're normally doing, which is probably a lot of takeaway and a lot of things that are pre-prepared in jars and containers and so forth in the supermarket. So our program has over 6 or 7 ebooks now, because the Father's Day one just came out. We have a gourmet cleanse, a detox, all those recipes, our pantry organizer, planning, weekly planning, all these, 8-week shred, 14-day wellness. We're always adding more and more value to that, and it's for free. Our program is for free for anybody that chooses to do Juice Plus. So that's pretty cool. You get to be a part of that private group for life, and that's where all our ebooks and everything are on there. So it's all electronic, and you get to share your journey with a whole lot of other people that are on the same journey with you. So they're there to help you in your ups and downs. You're there to support and cheer each other on. We're there to help answer questions and provide more educating on health in there, which is pretty cool. So that's actually our program, and that's all been built all around the product Juice Plus. Okay, so Juice Plus, the company itself's been around for 46 years, but the product only 26. So Juice Plus is designed to bridge the gap in what we are eating and what we should be eating. So it's not designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form, but it's there to bridge the gap or increase an already healthy diet. So our hero product is our capsules. So we have the fruit, vegetables and berry blend. And these are amazing in that they're just whole foods. Okay, so the label you can read and understand, for instance, the berry blend, so all those antioxidants, it's full of grapes, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and some cacao. All right, that specific blend is in there because they work so much better together in synergy than they do on their own. And that is it. That's all that's in there. There is no synthetic, no artificial ingredients in there, no nasties. And when you have all 3 of those, the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend on a daily basis, you're adding an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries each day. And that's massive. That's really hard for some families and some singles or couples to get done on a daily basis. Government states we should be having 3 to 5 serves a day, but science is suggesting we should be more along the lines of 9 to 11, and that's a lot unless you are juicing. But even when we are juicing, we're peeling, we're pipping, we're losing a lot of those nutrients. But that's also because when we're getting our fruits and vegetables, they're already a week or 2 old. They've been picked off their vine weeks prior, already before they should be. So they're not at their full nutritional value. Then they're sprayed with various waxes and chemicals and sprays to keep them that lush shape and colour while they have that transport, that travel to our supermarkets. Then if we're then purchasing them, we're peeling and pipping them, or we're even cooking them. So we're losing a lot of the nutrients in the process of just eating our fruit and vegetables raw. The produce that goes into our capsules is literally grown only for Juice Plus. Some of our farms are 3 generations old. There are no sprays or chemicals on our products, on our produce that's going into our products. They get to stay on at the vine until they are at their highest cellular level. From there, they are picked, taken into our factories where they are washed and cleaned, and then they are juiced and pulped, and all that liquid is slowly removed in, coincidentally, the sugar, and then slowly heated in a cooling process that keeps all those live enzymes, micronutrition and phytonutrients still intact, but turning it into that powder form when then it's capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, plant-based capsule. And then it's obviously popped into these little containers and sent to us to swallow. And then when we do swallow it, it's obviously nutrients, we all absorb it differently. So between 3 to 7 minutes, it's into our blood flow and going where it needs to go. And what I mean by that is, we've all taken supplements of some sort, multivitamins, vitamins, supplements. but they're full of lots of synthetic and artificial ingredients. So when we were swallowing them, I'm sure many of you have noticed it before and thought that you're dehydrated, but you'll probably see that disco wee, that fluorescent disco wee. That's literally your money going down the toilet, and that's your body not recognizing what you're swallowing. So when it comes to Juice Plus and you swallow it, it's just fruits, vegetables and berries. So your body recognizes it and knows where to send it. And what I mean also by that is inflammation's different for everybody. So what it's going to choose to go to work on in your body is going to be totally different to me and to the next person, because inflammation could show up in skin, psoriasis, eczema, acne, kidney or liver health, cardiovascular, immunity, joint inflammation. There's so many different ways it can get in there and get to work, but obviously that's going to be different in everybody. I love that, you know, when you start taking Juice Plus and you get through that little bit of a detox process, you start to see how your body should be operating at a more opulent level. So therefore you're not so tired, you're not so run down, you're not so achy and sore, or all these things sort of start to change, and you might see it in your hair, your nails, your skin. For me, it was energy and sleep. So once your body starts functioning a lot better, you start functioning both mentally and physically a lot better. But again, different for everybody. I also love on the label is there's no warning label, no warning on there. It's literally safe for anybody that can swallow the capsule. If you can eat fruits, vegetables and berries, you can swallow this. If you are allergic to the apple or the pineapple, then you might not be able to take Juice Plus. But otherwise, it's just fruits, vegetables and berries. If you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, you can take Juice Plus, which is pretty cool. Your kids can take Juice Plus. Clearly, they might not be able to swallow, but that's where we've got these amazing chews for the kids. And it's literally this fruit and vegetable blend, but in a chew form, joined with all natural tapioca. So they taste yummy. The kids think they are a lolly, but they're literally getting an extra variety of 27 fruits and vegetables into their little bodies every day. And that is a massive relief if you're a parent. I know, I've got a 5-year-old that eats really well, but not every day's perfect with him either. But my 2-year-old is shocking, heading down the same lines as his dad at the moment. So I am trying to steer him back the right way. But he'll pick things out. He's really good with his fruit, but he's terrible with his vegetables. And one day he will eat the broccoli, the next day he'll just throw it out of his bowl. One day he'll eat carrots, the next day he won't. So, and for my children, they both suffered heavily from croup. So, and it was turning into baby asthma, and 4 months in, that had gone, and that was a vicious cycle for my family, and horrible for us parents to watch, and a lot of hospital visits, a lot of GP, and a lot of medication involved. But they have been croup free, asthma free now for over 12 months, which is massive. So 2 winters actually they've gone through now with nothing. And I love, because Juice Plus is a company with a heart. We've got over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies. Juice Plus help fund the studies, of course, but to get that gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed, that's unheard of. 36 is massive. And we've got 3 ongoing ones at the moment. So when any adult takes the capsules, so our micronutrition, oil in the engine, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years. So the child gets to have either the chews for free, or they can have, if they're a bit older, they can have it in the capsule form. So they get that extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables in their little bodies every day while they're going through all those growth spurts, while they're going to kinder or school and fighting off bugs. So that's huge. I think you're literally buying one, getting one for free. So I do love that. And some of the results coming back from the kids study are massive. Kids' gum health, they're sleeping better. Respiratory for mind, craveability, like attracts like. So when the adults and the children are flooding their body with nutrition at this cellular level each and every day, you're going to want more of that, or want less of the bad stuff at least. The same as when you eat lots of chips, fried foods or sugars, you crave more of that. So by putting Juice Plus into our bodies and into our children's little bodies each day, you'll start to notice that change, that you want less of those bad things, you want more of the good things. And that's where our program aligns up really well with our product and helps you make that educated decision on what you're having for your meals, I guess. So that's our micronutrition. And obviously we need to fuel our body. So again, the program comes really handy in that. But, sometimes, life gets away from us. I'm terrible with breakfast. I used to be that breakfast skipper, trying to get the kids organised and trying to get to work. I'd miss out, or I'd be having leftover toast and coffee on the run and all those sort of things. Not that I drink coffee, so it'd be juice for me, but I know many parents do. So we have our amazing complete whole food smoothies. So these were designed just to be a nutritional drink, okay? They weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you've got weight to gain or weight to lose, these are a super assistance with that. To add to your 3 to 5 meals a day. Again, they are all natural, all whole foods in there, actually over 30 whole foods in our complete shakes, all from protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, and your good fats. Okay, so there's some natural sugar in there from stevia and sugarcane, equivalent to a banana, so enough in there just to make any green smoothie taste yummy. 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla. And, so for my 2-year-old, he has this with me for breakfast each morning. And I'm getting broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, asparagus sprouts, pumpkin, quinoa, pomegranate, mushroom, all these amazing things into his little body each morning, and he doesn't even know it. He thinks he's having a treat. So these are great for on the run in the morning for the breakfast. They're great for in the afternoon if you're wanting a sugar fix. And they're great for pre or post workout with the gym. So I'm in there sort of 3 to 4 times a week, and these are so good for recovery and just keeping my body nutritionally covered at both ends, I guess. So it's got vitamin D in there, obviously, which is great because that's a hard resource, especially when you're pregnant, to keep on top of. Vitamin B, complex vitamin B, niacin. Niacin's a beautiful mood balancer, which from greeny leaves, which helps with anxiety and depression. So we're seeing huge results there also, which is an amazing thing to have. And these are also, we use our complete powders in quite a few recipes also, which are part of our program, which is amazing. So that's literally our program and product in a nutshell. We do have a beautiful product coming out this month, which is our Omega, all natural plant-based Omega. So everything the fish was eating before into our plant-based capsule. And we're pretty excited to be getting our hands on that. So it's vegan friendly. And it's all plant-based, so I can't wait to try that myself and see how that goes with joints and inflammation also. So that is it. I'm just going to find one of our amazing girls who's going to share tonight. So Rachel, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had so far, and why do you love sharing it?
Thanks, Jana. Juice Plus came into my life through actually the business. I was looking for something to do as sort of a on the side job, and I came across a post that Lindsay had put up, who's my mentor in the biz, and she talked to me about the product, and it straight away it was something that I wanted to give a go. She talked about how it's the energy side effects that you're going to get, and all of the different things that are going to help me with the mood stabilizing and things like that. So I have an 11-month-old daughter, and she's not a very good sleeper, so I was definitely keen to give a go, something that was going to help in that way. Within the first probably about 2 weeks, I was starting to notice a difference in my energy levels. I was waking up a lot easier, and I was awake a lot later, which for me, I was never able to get anything done around the house, constantly feeling very exhausted and tired. And now I'm up when my daughter has a nap. I used to nap a lot with her, and now I want to do things and be awake and everything. So that's really fantastic for me. I've also noticed a difference in my bowels, as I'm actually able to go to the toilet now and be quite regular. I'm actually used to be very constipated and blocked up and wouldn't be able to go for 4 to 5 days. And now, almost every day I can go, which is huge for me. I used to feel so uncomfortable, bloated, just really in a lot of discomfort, and that has gone. So that's something that I feel has made me feel a lot happier as well. I don't feel self-conscious about that big belly bloat and things. I also love the program as well. I've been making a lot of the JBT recipes, and making a smoothie bowl with the shakes in the mornings, which I find fills me up. I love the taste. And it's really made a big positive change for my life. So I'm really enjoying that. Also, the amazing effects that I've noticed is through breastfeeding my daughter, she's now not constipated herself. We were going through quite a few troubles there when she first started solids, and she was very constipated herself. So since taking the product and the caps, it's actually helped her. So that's huge, and it's definitely been a big thing for us. So I'm keen on sharing this with anyone. Anything that can help with us in that way is awesome.
Cool. Thanks heaps, Rachel.
Thank you.
Cool. So that's one. And honestly, everybody's story is different. You just don't know. Like, I have a lot of inflammation in my back, and actually came on from pregnancy. And I think it's from all my sport that I have done in the past. So I've got a bulge disc at my L5, which created a sciatic nerve all down my right side. But 6 months into this, I realised that I could no longer feel that, and that was 5 years straight, and something I thought I was going to have until I got up, had the operation. But clearly, inflammation reduced in that area, that I no longer feel the sciatic. Yeah, still I get a little bit of a dull ache in my lower back, but nothing like before. It's always huge in psoriasis, eczema, IBS, hair, nails always seems to be noticeable for us females. But it really, you just don't know until you take it and what results. Even menstrual cycles for a lot of the women, fixing that up and correcting that. So is a very common result also. So that's a little bit about obviously our product and our business. If we didn't get all those questions answered, please make sure you reach out to whoever invited you to get more answers later on. But we're going to touch a little bit just on the business. And drawers are popping out. I know when I came into this business, I had a couple of friends reach out to me, or one was family, really worried for me that I was getting into one of those pyramid structures where I'd be just doing all the work for somebody else sitting pretty at the top. And what I mean by that is, most organisations, I think now, looking back, is I was in a pyramid structure. In my government jobs, I was in a pyramid structure. My first job at McDonald's was a pyramid structure. They had their CEO at the top. Think about Coles and Safeway. They're definitely along those lines. They have their board of directors, they have their state managers, area managers, store managers, section managers, and then they have Tom, Sally, Kerry, Karen, whoever, down here processing our groceries. All right, X, Y, Z, I guess. But I'm seeing less and less of these now. Not that I go in a great deal, to be honest, because I do a lot of mine through online shopping. But they're all getting replaced and told to find other jobs or to upskill, because they're getting replaced by electronic tellers or the online shoppers. So these guys are being told they need to upskill and either do our shopping for us, deliver our shopping for us, or look at some of these middle section jobs, or look at external, go to another store, or go find another job. Some of these guys might have been here 3, 5, 10, 20 years. Some of them may have got to this middle section. That's where I was in my government job. I was sort of in that middle section there. Yeah, the money was great, but lots of commuting, long hours, taking work home with me. It was like I never clocked off. There was no work-home balance at all, and I just got super run down. For these guys, if they want to get into these middle sections or these other roles that way, they've got to apply, upskill, and then elbow and knee each other to win these positions up here. And then, once they get there, they might be feeling a little bit guilty because they won it, or these guys are a bit annoyed because you won it over them. It's not the greatest, structure when you think about it. But that's literally how traditional business is, where however you look at it. But I love how our business structure is more like this. It's really on its head. Our top position is NMD. We come in as what we call a virtual franchisee. Here in Australia, we pay a one-off yearly fee of $165 to have our business. I think that's amazing. I owned a restaurant for 3 years, and I spent thousands of dollars when I purchased it, thousands of dollars monthly to keep it. And that's all I pay. And all I do is share an amazing program and product an opportunity, and then my head office does the rest for $165 a year. We too have different promotional levels. But when we invite somebody to come take a look at this opportunity, and they say yes, we literally link arms with them. We're not a sign-up club. We link arms with them and help them get to each one of these promotions. And these promotions, you know, they're not going to take you 10, 20, 30 years or 40 years. They could take you weeks, months, years, as long as you want. There's no pressure on how quickly or how slowly you've got it. But for every virtual franchise that comes into the business, they get the opportunity to all get to NMD. There is not one CEO or one person sitting pretty in our organisation. So even if this CEO of this other company saw what I was doing and wanted more time and financial freedom, saw what I was doing, wanted to come along, he can't just come up and go straight up to NMD because that's what he was in the, you know, equivalent of beforehand. He comes in, joins as a virtual franchise, just like any doctor, surgeon, mum, you know, pet groomer, whatever. We all start there, link arms with them, help them get to each promotion. If I didn't do that, I would stay where I am. I wouldn't grow at all, because this business is all about creating success for everybody else who comes into this organisation as well, which is a truly amazing business plan. I do love our business plan because, you know, we do get to share with 29 countries around the world. It does change slightly in the other countries. But here in Australia and New Zealand, we share the same plan, and it's a really community, friendship, sort of mentoring business plan in that it's a teach to teach, which is pretty cool. I know another question that I had personally when I came in, because I wasn't doing a lot on social media because of my government job, is that I didn't think I could share it with enough people. I didn't think I knew enough people to be able to do it. So when I came in, there's just me, and the girl that introduced me to the business, Lauren, showed me how to go share it with a few friends, family, my mother's group and so forth. And what happened also is I managed to find 3 gorgeous people that wanted to check out the opportunity, wanted to take another look. Found Lindsay. Won't say much about Lindsay because she's going to talk soon. I found Catherine. Catherine was on the product for 2 months. She had massive results. And then all these people on Facebook wanted to know why. And then she wanted me to respond. I said, why? Why don't you respond? Why don't you get the money? Get your product cheaper. So she did. Now she's got a beautiful little business. And Steph came on. She loved her results. She loved the program. Was still confused as to why we hadn't heard of it sooner. And she just wanted to share it with everybody. I then showed these three girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Go share it with a few friends and family, share it with social media, and bang, the same thing happened to these guys as well. They went and shared it with a few more people that either loved the product, wanted it cheaper, wanted some extra money to make life a little bit easier, you know, or some others that wanted to create that vehicle to really change their lives. These girls then went and did teach to teach, exactly what I showed them, you know, and they too shared with friends, family, co-workers, sporting teams, whatever, and the same thing just kept on happening. It's so organic and just so natural and so easy and fun to do. It's literally like popcorn. When you pop it in the microwave or in the stove, and when you pull it out, it keeps on popping away. You know, Catherine went and shared it with Michelle in Tasmania, who then shared it with Adam back here in Victoria, who then shared it with Zoe over in Townsville. You know, Lynn's went and shared it with Melody, who shared it with Elsa, who shared it with Philly. You know, the chances of me ever knowing or meeting Zoe or Philly or Elsa or Adam, even Michelle or Melody for that matter, are slim to none. All I knew at the beginning was Lindsay, Catherine, Steph, and my few customers. And now we've got this amazing team, this amazing client base. And it's all because, you know, I guess we said, what if? And then we went about sharing it. So a really natural way of doing so. So now we're going to hear from Nicole, which we're super excited about. So I'm just going to spotlight you, Nicole. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had or looking forward to? And why did the business make sense to you?
Hi, I first come into the program through Rachel on Facebook. I decided to jump on board because I was sick of being run down, tired, no energy, putting on weight. since being on the program the last 4 days, my belly's not bloated anymore. I've got more energy. I'm actually wanting to do the housework. I've actually got 3 children, and my boys do not eat very well at all. So my youngest one started on the capsules because he only eats nuggets, and we're just every night for dinner. So he needs something else in his body to help him concentrate and focus and be a bit more healthier. And I just want to help other people to, you know, lead a more healthier lifestyle as well. That's about it. Yep, I think that'll be it.
I was on mute. I was talking to you. I was just saying you're spot on correct. So many people are just sick of being sick. So you just had it like smack bang on the head. But I was talking to myself. So well done.
That's okay.
You did a much better job than I did then. So that's it. Nicole's just come in because she wants to change things, change her health, give her family more options of, getting that rainbow effect into them. This program is brilliant. The product is amazing. Still blows my mind the results we still hear from it, and that it is just fruits, vegetables and berries. It just makes sense. It's just whole foods. The last bit I'm just going to go through, I'm going to do it a little bit differently tonight, is how we get paid. All right. So we get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, and we get paid in bonuses. So we love to share the bonuses part because we are predominantly women, and women seem to put themselves last when it comes to, treats and spoiling ourselves. The things that are going to light us up, some of the smallest things can really do that. It's a tradition in the business that we make sure that we spend a part of that on ourselves. We like to talk about the bonuses also because they're an incentive to help you grow strong and grow wide at the beginning. And because we do have that teach to teach business plan, there's so much money on the table. So you've got this continuously growing in the background, your beach money, your residual income in retail profit and commission. But in bonuses, the first big one we come into is SDVF. All right. And so that's a $400 bonus for you and a $400 bonus for your teacher. So this is pretty cool because at SDVF, you've probably already gone and shared the business with, 1 or 2 people. And you're going to be wanting to keep them hot on your heels all the way through the business. So, you've got to SDVF. You want to help them get to you also because, you've got the $400 bonus when you got your promotion. But now you're the teacher. So now you want to start getting all these teacher bonuses yourself. So you've gone and introduced the business to 1 or 2 people. You've probably got a few clients. A few of them are turning into more teams. So now you're probably heading into stages where you've got 3 or 4 teams. And you're looking at sales coordinator. Well, that text is a bit better, isn't it? That's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. All right, so this is pretty exciting. You're starting to build a beautiful little team. You're starting to attract a tribe, people wanting the same things you want. Time freedom, financial freedom, stress-free, say yes to more, just because you're asking a few of those little questions. The next one, you've gone and shared it with a few more people, but what you're also doing is helping people below you grow their own little beautiful tribes. So you're showing them what worked for you and what didn't work for you. We're really lucky with the team we come under. We've got some amazing processes and scripts and things to help us because you don't need to be the guru in this business, and you don't need to come in and have to do, minimum monthly sales or anything like that. You can go as slowly or as quickly as you like, which I love. So for SSC, it's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. Someone that's very, very close to that is Lindsay. So I'm going to get her to share. I'm just going to spotlight her. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What amazing things have happened to you so far with the business, and what are you excited for in the future?
Cool. So Juice Plus came into my world February of last year. Jana actually introduced it to me, and quite subtly, actually, I just happened to be, watching what she was doing on Facebook. I was on maternity leave at the time. My daughter was a little over, I think she was about 7 months old. And I just noticed that, you know, she was talking about having a lot of energy, and I knew she had 2 young kids, and one especially that was not a good sleeper. So, you know, as a mum with a young bub myself, I couldn't really understand how she had so much energy. So I asked about that. And, you know, when she told me about the product, she didn't actually really need to tell me too much about it. I just liked the idea of it. I like the idea of, you know, fruit and veg in a capsule, and it was really, really simple, and I could get it for the kids cheaper because we're a family of 5, and I'd get it for the kids for free, so it made it cheaper. So I jumped on board with that without even asking too many questions. And then she said I could save money by joining the business. So then I jumped on board with that within about 4 days, I think. You know, a little bit of a fear of missing out, which is something I suffer terribly from. So that was fine for me. You know, I was quite happy just getting my product for free by sharing it with enough people. And then I went back to work after maternity leave. My daughter turned 1, and we moved interstate with our work. Both hubby and I are defence, and we got posted. And he was actually away at that time. He was in Navy as well, and he was at sea. And when I put my daughter into childcare, she didn't cope too well with the drop-offs. And reality really just slapped me in the face and just sort of said, you know, this is your future. You know, this is what you're going to be doing, is dropping your daughter off every day, and she'll be upset, and you'll go to work, and work will pay for you to drop your daughter off, and she's upset. And I didn't like that feeling at all. So I reached back out to Jana, and I said to her that, you know, I've loved the product. I've loved being able to get it for free, but I want more. And, you know, so we went to work, and I started really plugging into the systems at work. And, you know, since then I've been able to create a business that's given me some pretty amazing choices. And that includes this year, when I went on maternity leave with our 3rd and last child, definitely the last, I had the choice to not come back. So when I finish my maternity leave officially next year, that will be it for me. That will be 12 years done in the defence, and it will be a whole new chapter in my life where I will be a work from home mama full time with my kids running rings around me and driving me crazy. But that's what I want to do, and I love that I'm able to do that now. I want to subject myself to that insanity, so it's okay. But what I love doing now, what really excites me, is being able to help other people, you know, create whatever it is that they want as well. And I'm quite blessed that I tend to attract other women, and in particularly other mamas who want to have the best of both worlds and be able to contribute to their household financially, but not have to give up time with their children. And I just absolutely love being a part of that journey and helping them to create that reality, and, you know, find themselves a little bit again and believe a little bit in themselves a little bit again, because we do tend to lose that a bit as mamas. So it's a pretty cool journey, and I really enjoy every moment of it. So thanks for getting me to share tonight, Yanni.
Thank you. Love hearing it. So that's one amazing story. You know, we've had so many girls and boys coming into the team. Some it's just for travel. Some they couldn't even, you know, were struggling to buy nappies and get, you know, basic groceries on a weekly basis, let alone take care of their health with our amazing product. So it can be totally different for anybody. I love that you can do this from anywhere. All you need is Wi-Fi and a device. You know, my plan is now to start working on replacing hubby's wage, so he can reduce down to 3 hours, not 3 hours, that's way too little, 3 days a week, and then we can focus on more travel. So we want to get a caravan and take off. I can do this from anywhere. All I need is Wi-Fi and my phone. So go meet some of our amazing team around Australia and do more of the things that we love. So the next one is QNMD, and I'm so close to QNMD. Thank God. That's a $1,500 bonus for me, $1,500 bonus for my teacher. And the last one, well, I shouldn't say last one, because there is actually more bonuses going on further down, is a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money, and they don't need it, and you're on about 80 to 120,000. All right, so these are just our bonuses. Remember, you've still got this constantly growing each month up here, and there are other bonuses on the table as you're growing your business, and there are more as you keep growing. We're actually up, but as you keep growing your business. But that's literally us, really. That's sort of everything sort of crammed into our 40-odd minutes. hopefully we got all your questions answered. If we didn't, please make sure you reach out to whoever invited you to watch this recording or to watch this live tonight, because, it could be just a matter of one little question that we missed out, or just need something, touched on, because it is literally just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. But in saying that, it could be much, much more for you health-wise. It could be bridging a massive gap in your diet that you're not even aware of. It could be bridging a gap in your time freedom and in your financial freedom. So thank you so much for jumping on tonight. Thank you so much for the girls who shared, and well done, Nicole, for launching again. And hopefully we see you all again super soon. So good night and thank you.